Child, I didn't know I was muted. Could y'all hear me at all? I was talking to y'all. Did y'all hear anything I said? What's up? Happy Friday. Hey, y'all. Hey. Oh, Lord. I've been out in them streets all day today, running errands, getting stuff done. Child, I'm not tired. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't tired. Hey, everybody. Oh, shoot. I didn't bring no water over here. Dang, nabbit. Dang it. I didn't bring no water. Couldn't hear nothing. I was just talking. What is a tribe meeting? I never knew the difference between that and anything else. So that's a good question, Miss Pretty Amazing. So the tribe meeting is a little more informal, right? We talk celebrity news. I said news, NEWS. We talk celebrity news, but I also make announcements. You know, it's a little more informal, right? When I come on and let's say we're just gonna do a video on Kenya, then I just come in, we get right to it. Of course, my ADHD, I still go left, right, up, and down, but I try to stay focused. Here, we just let it flow. I mean, I have an agenda. I have a list of things I want to talk about, but sometimes I get off of here and I ain't even talked about half the stuff I had said I was going to come on here and talk about. So yeah, the tribe meeting is just, you know, me coming in here talking to the tribe. Thank you another round, girl. I'm vacation ready. I had to go get my vacation hair. Okay, if y'all have been here, y'all know that as soon as the summer hits, baby, my hair goes in braids. Now, this is a new style for me, but I like it. I really do like it. It's a new style, but I do like it, child. You know, last night, you know, I had to do that. That fresh braid. Gotta be real careful how you lay down. So hopefully tonight I'll get some good sleep because I really didn't get good sleep last night. I really haven't slept well in about 3 days, honestly. But I know part of it is me being excited. I get excited, and when I have a trip coming up or something good is coming up that I'm looking forward to, my sleep is just not good. You in Vegas, Phil? Oh shucks, you stay hydrated down there. You stay hydrated. Hey, so Jeff, thank you another round. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. So before we get into it, I just want to thank everybody who came through last night and hung out with me so I could do my unboxing. I want to, I'm not a very emotional person, but I do want to send out a sincere thank you to everybody who sent me a cash app, sent me a super chat, everybody who bought something off of my wish list. The thing I love about wish lists are these are things that I want. So there's really no bad gift, right? I asked for these things. And so I thank you guys so much. When I get back, Bama girl, I don't want to start calling names because then I'm gonna miss people and then people gonna be in their feelings. But I just want to thank everybody who did something, and I appreciate it. It honestly it doesn't go unnoticed. Shoot. Well, my birthday is Tuesday, Miss Carter, but I did a live last night because I wanted to unbox my gifts. I wanted to unbox my gifts before I left, and today was trash day. So I wanted to get because all that stuff came from Amazon. So I had all those boxes and stuff like that. So I didn't want to have that stuff in my house for another week. So I did it last night, but I'm leaving Sunday morning, but my birthday is actually Tuesday. So thank you. But thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you. Take aspirin. I do, Kevin. I do. I take aspirin before. I took an aspirin before I went to bed last night. But if they feel better today, each day gets better. They feel better today. By tomorrow, I'll be good. Yesterday I was driving like this. Today I could, by tomorrow I'll be so I'll be good. It's okay. Listen, it's okay, Tracy. I appreciate the thought. Love the nail color. Thank you. Now, this is what my toes are, this baby blue. So I got this baby blue and I got a couple of designs. A little something. I was going to do like a French manicure with like a blue outline. Child, I didn't even do all that. Hot shower and hairspray. Well, I took a shower this morning. But I do have some spray. I sprayed my hair this morning before I left out. It's a lot better today. I'm surprised you're not emotional. Usually cancers are in a good way. So my emotions come out differently. Like I'm not a crier. Very seldom do I cry. Now, as I've gotten older, I cry more, but I prayed on that. And I don't want to get too spiritual into it. I don't want to go too deep into spirituality with you guys, but because I was not a crier, right? I was not a big crier. When I would cry, it would be an explosion, right? It would just be like all the times I never cried. And it would be at the most random stuff. And then I would be looking crazy because people would be like, it wasn't that bad. And I'd be like, you don't understand. I'm crying about something that happened 5 years ago. You know what I mean? Like it would be. So I literally prayed on that. I was like, Lord, make me a crier. Like I want to show that emotion. So I am more of a crier now. And the older I get, but I'm just not a big crier, but I am emotional in other ways. I definitely am emotional in other ways. Yeah, but I'm not a big crier. So yeah. So, but I just want to thank you guys. So before we go any further, thank you, and thank you again. It was another announcement. Hey, Danny. Danny acted a fool yesterday and sent me a box full of stuff. Which, because she sent some stuff. She sent some, it's over there on the table, child. She sent some ReallyB mugs, some ReallyB TV mugs. So we're going to have a giveaway when I get back. I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to do something. Child, I got giveaways to give y'all. I got to get better about that. I have giveaways. I have stuff. We need to maybe have a game night, and I just need to do giveaways. My mind be in the right place, but my follow through just ain't always there. So, but I'm going to do better. I'm doing better. I'm not going to do better. I'm doing better. So yeah, we'll have some giveaways sometime in the month of July going into August. We'll do some giveaways. All right. I know I have at least 3 things I need to give away right now. I have at least 3 things. Bring you a shot glass. You love you some game night. Yeah, I have at least 3 things I need to give away. I have the 2 mugs that Danny sent me yesterday. And I still have this Karen Huger. We never gave it away at 10K. I forgot all about it and y'all didn't remind me. So I still have it. So I'm going to give that away. I have the Ladom. So that's at least 3 things right there. Oh, my Mystic Tickets people. I told you guys if you didn't get an email from me, let me know. Ain't nobody let me know until yesterday. Somebody sent me an email yesterday. So that's on my to-do list to do before I leave is to send that email out about the Mystic Tickets so that we can I want to make sure I have the right names. I do have a spreadsheet. I just want to make sure that my spreadsheet is where it is, that the people on there are the people that are on there, and I just want to double check my numbers because I think I have extra tickets, but I want to make sure see, Tracy, are you serious? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna do better. Tracy, it's Christmas in July. Y'all know it's Christmas in July for Hallmark. So y'all know when I get back, I'm going to be watching my Hallmark movies. So it's Christmas in July. So Tracy, I'm asking you to remind me when I get back. Remind me of that so I can double check and see, because I think you're not the only one. I think I still owe Brandon a gift too. So please remind me when I get back so that I can make sure I get you that gift. Because I think Yana was the one last year that didn't get her gift until late. But I know it's at least 2 people that I do still owe a gift to. So I apologize. KK, you love the lipstick. This is one of the new lipsticks I got yesterday for my birthday. This is Juvia's Place. And this is a Rude Girl. This is one of the gifts I got yesterday. So I have that on. It just got a little gloss on it. I have a little Juvia's Place gloss over it, honey. So it's a little glossy. Y'all know I like glossy. So that's the other announcement, the Mystic Tickets. I had another announcement. See, this is why it's informal, Miss Pretty Amazing, because this is where we talk about the things of the things of the things. Is that why they told you to get a new treat? Yes, child. No, they told me to get a new treat because they be hating on my treat. Miss Pretty Amazing, listen, they be hating on my treat. So here's the thing, Miss Pretty Amazing. Every Christmas, they used to dog me out because as much as I love Christmas, I don't decorate my house. So they was like, ReallyB, you need to get a tree. ReallyB, you need to get a tree, get a tree, get a tree. So I did. I went down to the Big Lots And I got me a tree to put on that table because I thought it would be cute to have a tree in the background, right? So you know how your vision don't match the execution. Hey, Mr. Willie Brown. So the vision, I bought the little tree, and then I bought them little lights, some lights to go on the tree, because they didn't have any with the pre-lit lights, right? The lights didn't work, but they were only like $3. I would have spent more than $3 in gas driving back to the damn Big Lots. So I just let it roll. And they just hated. They was, hey, here come Abby falling out the sky, hating on my tree. Here she come. Here she come. Danny said it isn't hate. That tree is a problem. I don't have no water over here. Damn, I ain't bring no water. This is empty. Ugh. I might need to put y'all on hold. I need to go get me some water, honey. Thank you, Xavier. See, that's why I love you, boo. Xavier say he loved my tree. Thank you. All the way to Big Lots to pick up a tumbleweed. Yes, Xavier. Xavier, know when the braids go in, summer has started, honey. All right, let's get to this because I'm not doing this with y'all. See, that's why y'all be hating. That's the tribe just be hating on the sister. Let's get to this. We got to get to the thing. Now I don't have a lot to talk about, but I know I'm about to leave y'all for about a week. Ugh. But I know I'm about to leave y'all for about a week. So I said, I'm going to come down here and talk to the people. I am going to, I still owe y'all Real Housewives of Dubai. And do we want to watch this new show that's coming on tonight, Down to the Own Network, produced by Carlos King? Do we want to watch that? I do. The cup was right here, but I put it on the steps because, so I could take it upstairs, for my luggage. Everything that needs to go upstairs, I took most of it upstairs last night for my luggage, but there's a few things that I still, I put them on the steps. So the next time I go upstairs, so the cup is on the steps. I better do a members live on my trip. Miss Pretty Amazing, I can't promise I'm going to do a members live. What I can promise is I can do a live and then put it on members after I'm done. Because from my phone, I can't set it up as a members only from my phone. I can't do it till afterwards. At least if I can, ain't nobody told me how to do it. So let me tell y'all. So the second channel is eligible for monetization, right? So thank you everybody that subscribed. Which means that when I get back, all the reviews and stuff will just be over there. So if you're not subscribed to the sister channel, you need to get subscribed if you want to keep getting these reviews. Because I'm not saying I'm never ever going to do it again, but I'm probably not going to be streaming both channels for every review anymore. But YouTube is really playing with me. So I've been having some technical difficulties with the channels being linked up. I guess I didn't set it up right on the front end. So even though it's eligible for monetization, it's been eligible for monetization for like 2 weeks now. I got my 1,000 right before we left. I left for New York. So I was like, I went to New York and then I went back to Atlanta, and I was like, I'll fool with it when I get back. Baby, when I tell you I've been trying to get that thing set up all week. So hopefully by the time I get back, it'll be set up. So just a reminder for people who are new here, just a reminder, the sister channel, Really Be TV Reviews, is going to be where all the review content is going to go. So I know some of y'all have been enjoying the fact, especially the members, because it's been members only chats, and y'all have been enjoying the fact that y'all can still get in. But I'm telling y'all now, Don, are you doing this new show? I ain't even put it in my DVR. I guess I need to put it in my DVR, huh? This is what I could say. I watched the first episode. I can promise y'all that I'll watch the first episode, and after that, I'll see. Thank you. Yeah, I can watch the first episode, and then after that, I'll let you know how I feel, because I don't know how I'm going to feel after that. Because I feel like I just don't trust Carlos. I'm just going to call a thing a thing. I do not trust Carlos. I think it's a great concept. I think it's a great idea. I do not trust that it's not going to go to shit. I just don't. I don't trust that it's not going to go to shit. So, I don't know. Carlos has only let me down First episode. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I just put it in my DVR while we was talking. So I'll let the first episode roll. We'll see. I'll see how I feel after the first episode. But I just feel like even if it starts off positive, I just feel like it's just going to end up in shit. Speaking of which, let's just go on and start with Carlos and Love and Marriage Child. Let's just go ahead. Listen. Y'all done messed around and let Melody get mad. Y'all done messed around and let Melody get mad. Baby, Destiny did a interview down to the Dr. Heavenly show, and she was playing word salad. And Melody said, "You know what? I'm choosing violence moving forward. I'm just choosing violence." We know she went for Wanda. She said that she done sent her attorney the retainer. Okay. Palaver girl. Okay, we're gonna get to the debate, but yeah, we're gonna start here, honey. So here's my issue. I don't have a problem with Melody being mad. I don't have a problem with Melody saying enough is enough is enough is enough. The problem that I have is this is the problem with the show. This is the problem with the show. Now, this get ready to make some of y'all mad, including my boo Don Don. I'm not mad. He ain't gonna get mad. But including my boo Don Don. But here's my problem. This is the problem with the show. Because Melody, you've been playing cute. You've been keeping it cute. You've been trying to stay above board. You've been doing the whole, oh no, okay, hey. You've been trying to be real cool with everybody. You've been trying to keep the peace. And the problem is, this is the shit we want on the show because this is the real shit. If you and Destiny were friends in real life and y'all did shit for each other in real life, and then when the friendship fell apart and when the relationship fell apart, now you sitting here acting like, oh no, okay, whatever, and us as an audience we're confused, right? We are confused because the only version of the story we're getting is Destiny's version of the story, right? So now everybody all the mellometers are coming for Destiny just based off the fact that they, feel like Destiny did something to Mel, or, and I'm not saying anybody's right or anybody's wrong, but what I'm saying is this is what we needed for the show. You and Destiny got a whole situation going on. And now because you're triggered, because it ain't the first time Destiny done alluded to some of this shit, but okay, you have every right to feel how you feel, right? I get that. And I'm not even mad at her for telling her story, but what I'm mad at is you are on a reality show. This is the reality of what you are dealing with. And now all of a sudden, you mad and you trigger, and now you dropping receipts and you giving us the shit. 2 seasons ago, we needed this conversation on camera. 2 seasons ago, when Destiny sat down with you after the reunion and you said you had overheard Destiny talking shit and you just disengaged and you just left her hanging and whatever. This was the conversation we needed when y'all went down to that damn diner and had breakfast. Because let's be clear, the story you told didn't make no damn sense to me. Now, I'm sure it made sense to the mellometers because no matter what Melody said, y'all eat it up, and that's fine. But to me, as a critical thinker, that shit didn't make no sense to me. And here's the thing, you have every right to walk away. You have every right to walk away. But here's what I'm talking about when I say there's a difference between people who can do this reality TV thing and people who can't. And I'm okay with people who want to do this reality TV thing, and I'm okay with people who can't do the reality TV thing. But if you are not built for it, and if that's not how you want to live your life loud and proud and loud and out loud on camera, then this ain't where you need to be. Now, has Melody given it to us when it comes to Martell? To a certain extent, yes. To a certain extent, yes. She has given us the Martell saga. Absolutely. But when it comes to these relationships with the women, you've been playing in our faces, Melody. Now all of a sudden you got a whole story to tell us that about rental cars and LeBaric and baby birthday parties and catering, and you got all this information that we could have put on the show. Instead of us getting scene after scene after scene of these women having energy for Melody, and Melody sitting back acting like she's above it all and she too good for all of this and she won't engage with them. And I'm going to say something that y'all ain't going to like. Hold on, let me go get me some water. Y'all ain't going to like it. Y'all ain't going to like what I'm getting ready. When I say y'all, you know I'm talking about. Y'all know who I'm talking about when I say y'all. Y'all ain't going to like what I'm getting ready to say. Hold on a second. Y'all want to know what my theory is? And I know y'all ain't going to like it. So all the millimeters, I know y'all ain't going to like it. Don't care. Y'all know what? Y'all know what I think it is? Melody ass ain't triggered by what Destiny said in that interview with Dr. Heavenly. Destiny been been saying shit for a year. Every chance she gets, she been shading Melody's ass. Melody wasn't triggered by that shit. Y'all ready for it? Y'all ready? Y'all ain't gonna like it. Y'all ain't gonna like this. Melody is trying to build up her TikTok and her TikTok shop. Melody is competing. Now, I ain't gonna say she's competing with Stormy, but Melody is competing with the TikTok shops, and she is putting her footprint over there on the TikTok. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. Because all of a sudden, you dropping receipts, you going live, you got so much to say, you want to tell us something, and the whole time you talking, what's she doing? Y'all better get in here and get in this cart, y'all. Y'all better get this sugar scrub. It's on sale. Look, y'all. What is she just? She just became some sort of the top tier TikTok shop. She became that top tier on the TikTok shop. See, 2 weeks ago, Stormy broke the damn record and sold $1 million worth of product in the shortest amount of time that made TikTok history. Now, here come Mel. All of a sudden, she on TikTok live every damn day. Now, has Mel gone live before doing her packing and stuff? Yeah, of course she has. But I find it very interesting that all of a sudden Mel dropping tea over on TikTok while she packaging her products. I'm just saying, that's all I'm saying. I don't think she was I don't think she was that damn triggered by Destiny. I really don't. Was Destiny playing word games? Yes, she was. She was playing word games. She was. Destiny played word games. She did. But Destiny been playing word games. This ain't new. She didn't just start playing word games with Melody. They didn't just start. That's my opinion. My opinion is that she is building up her TikTok shop. Now, I'm about to do the same thing. I told Abby when I get back, I'm gonna start doing I'm gonna get in I'm gonna apply for the partner program on TikTok because you only need 1,000 followers. I got 1,000 followers on TikTok, so you can't be monetized for your content until you get 10,000 followers, but you can become a affiliate where you can do TikTok reviews of products and stuff. I said I'm gonna do that when I start doing that when I get back. Miss Gigi said, "Good evening, all." Bam, you hit it right on the head. All these grown women are petty. These folks don't know when they're being used. Another round said, "Bam." I do similar posts to get more parents at school board meetings. It's smart. Listen, I've told y'all before. I have said before that Melody is a genius when it comes to marketing. Melody is a genius when it comes to taking this show and capitalizing off of it. And I'm not gonna take that back. But that's what I think she's doing. Now, is she wrong for doing it? I mean, hell, if she's selling product, she's selling product. What up, Star? Hey, boo. But I'm not buying that all of a sudden now. I think Miss Wanda, I think she meant that shit. Now, Miss Wanda, I think she meant that. Mm-hmm. She meant that. But this whole Destiny child, I really don't think she was that bothered. I don't think she was that bothered. That's just my opinion. All right, that's my opinion about that, child. Now let's get into Kenya. Y'all see where they tried to spin that story, and now they're trying to say the Jasmine brand is reporting that Kenya actually quit. She wasn't fired. And if y'all believe that, I got a bridge in Brooklyn to sell y'all. Child, anybody, put a 1 in the chat if you believe that. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe Kenya actually quit and she was not fired. Somebody do that for me, please. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all believe that. I'm gonna wait and see how many ones come through. Let me see. Don say he called Cap. Miss Baythang say hashtag ABC. If you want El Teddy channel, you know what ABC mean. Mia said 5. Xavier says a 1.5. Kenya needs that check. How much is the bridge, child? So that's Kenya's grand exit. Right, exactly. Let me tell y'all something. You know how sometimes you get fired from jobs, they allow you to say that you quit rather than fire you. Now, one thing I will say, in the history of Bravo has always, generally, not always, Bravo has generally allowed, when they don't bring housewives back, they've generally allowed them the grace to walk away. That's why we never really know who quit and who got fired. Because for the exception of people like Robin Dixon, who came right out and was like, I got fired. I don't care. I am not embarrassed. I got fired. Most people do I'm walking away. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Bravo does generally give people the option to walk away. And they generally let people say what they want to say. Very seldom. It has to be an extreme situation, such as Kenya's, where they have to get into that. Now, I've read somewhere that Kenya is contemplating a lawsuit against Bravo because, so here's the thing. She's comparing what she allegedly did, according to reports, to what happened with Sandoval over on Vanderpump Rules. Now, I'm going to be fair. I'm not versed in what happened with Sandoval. I don't watch Vanderpump. I only know what I read through the blogs or what other people say or what have you. But first of all, in my opinion, in order for you to use that argument, Kenya, that means you have to somewhat admit that you did what they're saying you did, right? I mean, in order for you to say, hey, y'all didn't do the same thing to him, because what happened, I guess that him and his girlfriend had exchanged, Taya, let me know what it was, boo. Him and his girlfriend exchanged intimate pictures, and then somebody in the cast got a hold of it or what have you. So first of all, I don't think it's the same. And I'm going to tell you why. Let's just go down that road that Kenya did what they are saying Kenya did, right? Not really, because what she's saying is that she didn't do those things and yet she was fired. If she didn't do it, she wouldn't have been fired. Sorry, that's my opinion. I mean, I don't know that to be a fact, but why would they fire her then? If Kenya didn't do anything wrong, let's just assume for a minute that there was no picture, that all of that was made up, all of that was fabricated, all of that was bullshit, right? Let's just assume that for a minute. Then why did you get fired? I watched none of the drama was on camera or even mentioned on camera. Exactly, KFS. That's where I was going with that. Thank you, boo. That's where I was going with that. That was co-workers sending shit back and forth to each other that may have been inappropriate, but it was not displayed in front of everybody for the world to see. So another round says word on the streets is that she was blaming bloggers for taking photos and speaking on it. So again, I have to say this. And again, I don't sometimes I don't understand what be so complicated about stuff. If, and I'm saying if because I wasn't there. If Kenya posted, let me say this, y'all. Let me use this example. Take reality TV out of it. Y'all, I want y'all to erase the board. I want y'all to take reality TV out of this. Take out the cameras. Just take reality TV out of this. I want you to walk this. I want to tell a story. I want you to close your eyes and just listen to me tell this story. I want you to see the story unfold. I don't want you to I want you to hear this with open ears and an open heart. Close your eyes. I want y'all to hear something. Imagine you are being called into the conference room at your job for a meeting. You're being called. Tracy, you can walk with me on this one. You're being called to the conference room for a meeting. You're not quite sure what the meeting is about, but your boss sent an email saying you got to be there at 3:00. We're going to have a presentation. I need you to be there by 3:00. Don't be late, please. I need you there on time. And say, all right, whatever. I'm going to get there. You get to the conference room, and the conference room it's not just people from your team, because you know the people on your team. It's the 5 or 6 people that you work with, that you're on Teams with, or you're on the Zoom with, or whatever. But it's some other people there that you don't know so much. You don't know, you know they work for the same company. You've seen them around, but you ain't really close with them. And the person doing the presentation, you know them. You know they work at your company. You know them. You're like, okay, hey, all right. So the person starts giving their presentation. The person starts talking about one of your coworkers. And you're like, what kind of presentation is this? Why are we talking about Sally Sue? And she starts telling you all about Sally Sue's history. A history that really don't have nothing to do with you. A history that don't have nothing to do with this job. And now you're trying to figure out, why am I here? Why am I here? Why do I need to know when Sally Sue got married, got divorced? Why do I need to know that Sally Sue cheated on her husband? Why do I need to know that her child may not be her husband's child and she got to do a DNA test? She got to go down to the Maury Povich show and find out who is the father. I don't need to know none of this about Sally Sue. Why am I in this room learning about Sally Sue? And then at the end of the presentation, she had a PowerPoint and everything. She's going slide by slide. She's showing birth certificates. She's showing pictures of Sally Sue going in the motel with John and coming out the motel with John. And you are like, what in the world is this? What kind of meeting is this? And then the final slide of this PowerPoint presentation about Sally Sue's private business that don't have nothing to do with your job. The final slide of that presentation is Sally Sue in bed with John, and you see intimate parts. You see the intimate parts, things you don't need to see. Tracy, you are our HR expert on the subject. Explain to me what's going to happen to the coworker that gave that PowerPoint presentation about Sally Sue. Please tell me what's going to happen. Okay, Monique. Okay. So for all the people that keep acting like what Kenya did wasn't like it's just reality TV. It's this, it's that. Listen, everything has a line. And yes, I understand that in the past, we have crossed lines when it comes to reality TV. I get it. We push the envelope. You push the envelope. We do it. I get it. We can probably think of 20 examples of shit that was just bad. But I need, assuming, let's just walk, we're on the road that Kenya did what they're saying she did. We're on that road. I need y'all to give me, and I haven't watched every single reality show on every single channel. So let's just stick to Bravo, because, child, we know that there's some reality shows that's just, it goes there. Let's stick with Bravo for a moment. I need y'all to give me one example in the history of Bravo, to the best of your memory, where something like that happened. Assuming Kenya did what they're saying she did. I need y'all to help me out with that one. Now, I don't know if there was a naked picture in that presentation. But here's what I also know. And I said this to y'all the other day. Or what I believe. I can't say what I know. What I believe. I do not believe that Bravo would have sacrificed their cash cow on a show that's already on life support without good reason. There's no way that Kenya gets fired without good reason when she is the anchor of that show. She is the anchor of that show that's already on life support. Hey, Lolisa. Hey, boo. So that's my opinion. And at the end of the day, none of us know. It's all speculative. Technically, everything Kenya reportedly did and actually said has violated Georgia's RP statute, not to mention NBC Bravo updated policy. Did she not read her contract? Clearly she didn't. And that's, you know what? Thank you, because I think that's a good point too. I think that's a valid point too. Everybody keeps talking about when did Bravo put in, when did Bravo start drawing the line? When did Bravo start doing this? When did Bravo start doing that? Remember, it's the new day at Bravo. And yes, they have updated. Y'all remember how they had the whole reckoning last year, and they said they were going to start putting certain things in place, and they were going to start making people see counselors. And they remember when they said they was going to put all these things in place down to the Bravo to make it a better working environment for everybody. Y'all remember that? Okay, that is when Bravo started putting things in place. So again, I don't want to hear about something that happened 5 years ago at Bravo, 3 years ago at Bravo, hell, even 2 years ago at Bravo. Allegedly, Bravo is updating and working on these things. Do you think they'll bring her back next season? I think it's going to depend on how this plays out. Do I think that the door is open right now? I do think the door is open. Do I think? But I think it's gonna. Now, if she sues, y'all already know what that is. A no. It's a hard no. If she ends up suing the network, baby, it's a hard no. but it depends. Georgia is also an at-will state, so they don't even have to produce a reason for why they fire her. Well, there you go. All right, so that's the Kenya stuff, child. We didn't talk about Kenya enough. We ain't gonna spend all day on Kenya. Congratulations to LeBron James. His son was drafted by the LA Lakers, so him and his son will be playing together for at least one season in the NBA. A few years ago, LeBron said that's what he wanted. He said that was his dream, was to play with his son in the NBA. So I knew when his son declared for the draft last year, I knew that the Lakers were going to draft him, and I knew that they were going to play at least one season together. I'm sure he would love to win a championship, but the Lakers ain't nowhere near championship caliber. So I doubt that's going to happen because I don't think LeBron has too many more years in him. I think he may play one, maybe 2 more years, and then he'll retire. So yeah. So congratulations to him. I think that's a great thing. I wasn't always the biggest LeBron James fan because, I just wasn't, but I definitely have become a big LeBron James fan. As it relates to just who he is personally, I love what I see. There it is. Okay. They had a whole fight down the Meg Thee Stallion's album release party with Jonathan Wright, and then what's that boy named Xavier? You know who I'm talking about? The boy from Love and Hip Hop Miami, the one that be hanging out with Bobby Lights or used to hang out with Bobby Lights. What's his name, y'all? Y'all know who I'm talking about. So there was some sort of kerfuffle where they was Jonathan. Y'all know Jonathan Wright. He's the one from Zeus, and he's the celebrity hairstylist. Prince, yes. Now, some people might say, what in the world was Jonathan Wright doing there? Well, Jonathan Wright does Meg's hair or has done Meg's hair in the past. So they have a professional relationship. But there was some sort of kerfuffle. They got into it with Meg's security, but according to TMZ, Meg got it all straightened out. And before it was all over with, they was all together in VIP partying, and it was what it was, child. Yeah, Jonathan whooped his tail. I mean, you might want to, Meg, you might want to hold some, what's the word I'm looking for? You might want to hold some, I don't want to say auditions, but I'm talking about some screenings. You might want to get some new security. You might want to get some new security. Because Jonathan whooped that boy like he stole something. Now, I don't know what they did. Hey, Diva Boo. I don't know what they did or said. I don't know. Interviews. Thank you, Tasha. That's the word I was looking for. I couldn't get it out. That is the word I was looking for. Thank you, Boo. Yeah, I don't know what they did or said, but what I do know is you might want to get you some interviews, get you some resumes. I showed my husband a video of Jonathan beating those 3 dudes up at his shop, and even he was like, damn. Yeah, listen, I want Jonathan to get some therapy. I don't know where all this anger comes from, but baby, but that's one person that his money is where his mouth is, child. His money is where his mouth is, okay? Yeah, Jonathan don't play. Look, I ain't even about to sit here and pretend. Jonathan do not play them kind of games. Now, I'm going to tell you that. He does not play them kind of games, child. All right. Now, we have Remy Ma's son's case update. Shout out to Tracy for getting me the press release. So we're going to read through the press release. Or we can talk about the debate. Which one y'all want to do next? Y'all want to do the debate next, or y'all want to do Remy Ma? We're going to do both of them before we get out of here. But which one y'all want to talk about next? The debate or the Remy Ma's son's update? I'm going to give y'all a second to tell me which I want to do next. It don't make me know, never mind. Just a mess, in the words of El Taddy. Right. Get the debate over. Oh, Lord, get the debate over. Remy, debate. Remy. Child, okay, looks like Remy done won, honey. Okay, everybody want to talk about Remy next. Okay. So I have the press release, so we're going to read through it. I only read the beginning part because the debate going to go left. I only have the beginning part. I only read the beginning part because I wanted y'all to get my authentic I want y'all to get my authentic reaction to this. So let me pull it up. So shout out to Tracy once again. Y'all know Tracy be getting really be the scoop, okay? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for the cash app. Somebody just sent me a cash app. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all. Tracy, where'd I put it? I just had it. Ooh. Here it is right here. I know I just had it. Excuse me. All right, let me share my screen. Now, first of all, Tracy done sent me this press release from the Queens County District Attorney about Remy Ma's son's case. And she gonna send me, right, she gonna send me the thing talking about something. Does the lawyer look familiar, Really be? Does the lawyer look familiar? And so I looked at the lawyer, child, why Remy Ma's son is being represented by Don Florio. Now, for those of y'all who do not know or don't remember who Don Florio is, Don Florio was the attorney that represented Tekashi 6ix9ine, but she is also the attorney that represented Bishop Lamar Whitehead, child. That is Lamar Whitehead's attorney. Now, let's be fair. Don Florio actually is a good attorney. I was told she's actually a really good attorney. She just had a horrible client, okay? She had a horrible client in Whitehead. You see, she got Tekashi's ass off, okay? She got Tekashi's ass off. But Lamar is just a terrible client. So let's read through this press release, okay? For immediate release, this is Tuesday, June the 25th. It says 2 men indicted in 2021 murder for hire case in South Jamaica. Defendant Scott, indicted for first-degree murder, faces up to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Queen District Attorney Melinda Katz announced that Jason Scott and Richard Seigert were arraigned today on indictment charges. Scott with first and second-degree murder and Seigert with second-degree murder in the 2021 shooting death of 47-year-old Darius Kilbrough in South Jamaica. Scott is alleged to have been hired to do the deed. District Attorney Katz said, "We're charging the defendants with cold-blooded killing on a public street. Deadly gun violence has no place in our neighborhoods, and we will remain steadfast in getting illegal guns and those who use them off of the streets of Queens." Scott, 23, of Tier Street, the Bronx, was arraigned today on a 7-count indictment, charging him with murder in the first and second degrees, 4 counts of criminal possession of a weapon in the second degree, and reckless endangerment in the first degree. Child, hold on. Let me say that again. Let me pause. 7 counts. Swigert of Harrison Avenue in the Bronx was arraigned today on the same indictment, charging him with murder in the second degree, 4 counts of criminal possession of a weapon and in the second degree, and reckless endangerment in the first degree. Scott faces up to life in prison without the possibility of parole if convicted at the top count, and Swigert faces up to 25 years in prison if convicted. Justice Usher Pandit Durant remanded both defendants and ordered them to return to court on July the 31st. Scott was arraigned June the 5th on an indictment in a separate case, charging him with 2 counts of criminal possession of a weapon in the second degree, 2 counts of criminal possession of a weapon in the third degree, unlawful possession of pistol ammunition. He was arrested in May after a search warrant of a home. He and 2 others were uncovered a loaded .40 caliber Glock semi-automatic pistol as well as ammunition. Swigert was indicted on a separate case in October 21 of charges of murder in the second degree, 2 counts of attempted murder in the second degree, assault in the first and second degree, and 2 counts of criminal possession of a weapon in the second degree. He was accused of fatally shooting a 20-year-old Rosedale man and injuring 2 others outside a Kew Garden Hotel in the early morning hours of January the 1st of 2021. He was also indicted on September the 21st on charges of murder in the second, assault in the first and second degrees, 2 counts criminal possession of a weapon, and second degree and false personation. He is alleged to have fired at a 22-year-old man in a karaoke bar. What the man do at the karaoke bar? Killing him and wounding another individual. What the man do they was at the karaoke bar. Here is the statement of what happened. According to the charges in the recent case and statements made in court, on June the 27th of 2021 at approximately 7:55 p.m., Gillibro of Astoria was standing on the corner of 148th Street and Rockaway Boulevard in South Jamaica. About an hour earlier, video surveillance shows that Scott and Swaggart entered the nearby South Jamaica houses. Video surveillance further shows they were picked up from the South Jamaica houses shortly thereafter in a 2007 Chevy Elantra with distinctive rear damage and were dropped off in the vicinity of 14620 123rd Avenue, close to where Gillibro was standing. Scott and Swaggart can then be observed on the video walking from that location to the intersection of 148th Street and Rockaway Boulevard at the time of the shooting. Immediately prior to the shooting, a red 2017-2018 Hyundai Elantra made a right turn from Rockaway Boulevard onto 148th Street and drove past Gillibro. Seconds later, Scott and Swaggart walked toward the intersection and Scott stepped near Gillibro and fired a gun at him. Gillibro collapsed and Scott stood over the victim and fired again. Swaggart fired at least 2 shots at the victim. So both people they're saying that both of them either shot at Gillibro or actually shot him. Video surveillance captured the defendants entering into a 2017-2018 Elantra immediately after the shooting, and it was seen driving away from the scene. At approximately 8:15 p.m., the 2017-2018 red Elantra pulled in front of a building on Lincoln Avenue in Brooklyn, and Scott and Swaggart were observed on video surveillance getting out of the back of the car and entering the building. Scott and Swaggart were then observed on video surveillance entering the 2007 silver Elantra with the distinctive rear damage. In addition, Scott's cell phone tracked his movements from the South Jamaica houses to the vicinity of the shooting location to Lincoln Avenue in Brooklyn at the times that he and Swaggart are observed at those locations on video surveillance. Gillibro was taken to a local hospital where he was pronounced DOA from his injuries. Yeah. Yeah. So let me break this down for y'all in case y'all didn't follow that. So Remy Ma's son and his friend left out of one apartment in a beat up 2007 Elantra, drove to another location where they then got in a 2017-2018 Hyundai Elantra that dropped them off in the vicinity of where the victim was standing minding his business. They walked up on the victim. Both of them shot at the victim. Sounds like only one of them actually shot the victim. Where they then got back in the 2017 Hyundai that took them back to the beat up 2007 that took them back home. Then all of this was tracked via the cell phone of one of these dudes that tracked him from the minute he left out the house to the minute he got back home. And the video surveillance aligns with the cell phone movement. Right. They thought they did something smart by switching cars, but you ain't turn off your cell phone. Now, somebody said, why did that take 2 years? Well, contrary to popular belief, law and order will have us believe that this stuff happens very quickly, that they get cell phone records in a day, that they get video surveillance in a day. It really doesn't work that fast. Like, you have to put in subpoenas, especially when it comes to cell phone records. Cell phone companies do not cooperate. They do not cooperate. So you have to get a subpoena. And in order to get a subpoena, you have to have probable cause. In order to have probable cause to pull somebody's cell phone records, you have to have information that puts them there. You know what I mean? You have to go to a judge and say, we need to pull the cell phone records because we have a reason to believe that this person was involved in this, murder that took place based on what? Well, we just think so. Well, what do you mean you just think so? Based on what? So I don't know. I mean, I wasn't there for the investigation. I wasn't there for all the ins and outs. But what I do know is this stuff doesn't just happen as easily as it looks like on TV, right? Law and order, they pick up the phone, they ask for phone records. The phone records just show up like a day later, right? It just doesn't happen that fast. Right. Cell phone companies fight. And then when it comes to the video surveillance, it sounds like they had to pull video cameras from all over the city. That is hours and hours and hours of footage. Even though you have the day, literally 24 hours in a day, and you have the cameras, I'm sure that they had to pull camera footage from every angle, going from point A to point B to point C to point D. So, I mean, I can't say why it took 2 years for certain, but I know that probably had a lot to do with it. Because let's be clear, in the beginning, they probably didn't, I don't know. I wasn't there, child. I ain't the police. But I know that stuff just doesn't happen overnight. Now, I mean, it does still seem like 3 years is a little excessive, but I watch my true crime shows, and sometimes it does take that long to get phone records and video surveillance. Sometimes it takes months and months and months, depending on, depending on the company, depending on how hard they're going to fight, depending on where you need to pull it for. They said it was for hire, right? So it sounds like what they're alleging is that Remy Ma's son paid this other guy to do it. Now, here's where Remy Ma's son is stupid. Why were you there? If you paid the other dude to pull the trigger, why were you anywhere near it? I would have, baby, let me tell you, I'd have been on tour with my mama. Baby, I'd have been on tour with my mama. Do you hear me? I wouldn't have been nowhere near the scene of this crime. Do you understand? I'd have been on stage with my mama. I'd have been in the studio with my mama. I'd have been on Love and Hip Hop with my mama. I don't know where Remy Ma was in 2021 on October to whatever date that was. I'd have been there. Wherever she was is where I would have been. She'd have been my alibi, Remy Ma. I don't understand. If you were paying this guy to do the deed, why were you there? Why were you anywhere around? Thank you, Ruru. Why were you anywhere around? That don't even make no sense. What's the purpose of paying him to do it if you still gonna be there? Child, this might be a case we need to follow. There's another arraignment on July the 21st. Now, I ain't saying I'm driving back and forth to New York. I'm saying we'll pull the records. Because this is a state case. We can get the records. But I definitely am interested in hearing, like you said, I am interested in hearing why the investigation, why the investigation took so long. But I'm definitely interested in hearing what was the relationship. Why did he want that guy unalive? Like, I am interested. Maybe they didn't pay him enough for that. Sure. Tracy, that's a state case, so we can get the records for free, right? If we can get the records for free, we'll keep up with it. Now, I ain't saying I'm going to pay no whole lot of money into it, but if we can get the records for free, child. I should arrange a trip for me and my subscribers. Well, we already going to a Mystics game. Me and my subscribers going to a Mystics game next month. Well, in August. I did plan a trip. I mean, if you don't live in D.C., I know that, Yes, Trina, I'd have been down to the Love and Hip Hop. And speaking of Trina, you reminded me. Congratulations to the baddest bitch Trina for getting married. Congratulations, girl. Congratulations. All right. Now, let's get into this debate situation. Let me explain something to y'all. Are y'all listening to me? I want to make sure y'all hear me very clear. I want to make sure y'all... Miss Pretty Amazing, I'm thinking about... if I decide to do a cruise next summer, I'm thinking about... I'm not hosting a cruise, but I'll give y'all the information if y'all want to go on a cruise. But I'm not saying that I'm going to be in charge of nobody. But I'll let y'all know I'm going on this cruise, and this is the information. If y'all want to join, here it is. But I don't know if I'm trying to plan nothing. I don't know if I'm there yet. Let me tell you, on a away trip is what I'm saying. Let me say this to y'all about this debate. I don't give a fuck if Joe Biden has to be wheeled into the next debate on a stretcher attached to an IV on life support. I am still voting for his ass. I'll be honest with you guys. I really didn't have any expectation for this debate. I really didn't. I'm being clear. I'm being really clear about this. I didn't have any expectation. And honestly, Joe looked worse. If I'm being fair, Joe looked worse than what I expected. Right? He really did look worse than what I expected. But Donald Trump gave me exactly what we knew Donald Trump was going to do. Donald Trump was going to show up, lie, be off topic, throw around insults, and lie about what he did or did not do when he was in office. And, somewhere along the way, make some misogynistic, racist, xenophobic statements. Right. Yeah, he talking about I had the prettiest mugshot in the history of mugshots. I'm sorry, what? Is that the bar, y'all? Like, seriously, for all of y'all people, I ain't talking to the people who are with me. I'm talking about the other people. For all of y'all people that are confused, I need y'all to understand what this man said. He said that he has the prettiest mugshot in the history of mugshots. The man who wants to be the president of the United States is bragging on his mugshot. I keep saying y'all talking about black jobs. Y'all act like y'all don't know what a black job is. Y'all know what a black job is. Miss Pretty Amazing said, I missed what he said about the black jobs. Can we discuss it? So one of the questions was about basically the question was, what you gonna do for the black people? I'm paraphrasing, but if you cut through all the pretty language that they use, basically what they were saying was, basically, what have y'all done for the black people? Biden, what have you done for black people? Trump, what have you done for black people? And why should they vote for y'all? Right? That's pretty much what the question was. Donald Trump said that he did a lot to increase black jobs. And he talked about all the black jobs that he added to the workforce. That's what he said. Really, I think people are looking at this wrong. The reason for Joe's performance appearance has less to do with cognitive ability and more to do with his stuttering. I send my explanation to you. I disagree, Andre. You can send it, but I disagree because we've seen Joe Biden debate in the past. We have seen Joe Biden debate. I've been watching Joe Biden for 30 years. We have seen Joe Biden debate many, many, many times. I disagree. He's been a stutterer his whole life. Yeah, he said the immigrants took all the black jobs, and he gonna give us our black jobs back. So when he says the immigrants took all the black jobs, and y'all know what he means, he's talking about, in his mind, immigrants are your housekeepers, are your landscapers, are your construct, like, in his mind, those are black jobs. So when he say the immigrants took those jobs from us, and he gonna give us our jobs back because he's keeping the immigrants out. Like, y'all got to hear what the man is saying. Right. That's what he's saying. Right. Black jobs mopping Trump towers. Right. Doing the landscaping for Trump towers. Doing the housekeeping for Trump towers. Cooking his food. And yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's exactly what he's talking about. Please don't be mistaken. Please don't be misunderstood. That is exactly what he's talking about. Would you hire Joe Biden to work on your business? If the other person applying for the job was Donald Trump, yep. Yeah. If the two of them are the only people that showed up for the job, absolutely. Absolutely. Let me say this too. I am never ever. I'm not sitting here saying, like, I told y'all how I feel about Joe Biden. I told y'all that. I told y'all that I wish that Joe Biden had not run again. I told y'all that I thought that was very selfish of Joe Biden to not run again. But let me say this, and here's where some of y'all are not going to be happy with me. Some of y'all ain't going to like what I'm getting ready to say. They don't like this kind of teaching. Some of y'all don't like this kind of teaching, what I'm getting ready to say. But for all of these people, it is sad that is elder abuse. Well, call it what you want. He showed up for the damn job. Ain't nobody tell him to apply for the position. He could have bowed out gracefully and endorsed here's what Joe Biden could have done. Here's what Joe Biden could have done. What Joe Biden could have done 2 years ago, he could have said, listen, I am not running for it. See, here's what y'all don't want to hear what I'm getting ready to say. Here's what Joe Biden could have done. And here's what the Democratic Party should have done. The Democratic Party should have sat down with Joe and said, you can't run. You can't run. They should have sat down with Kamala Harris and said, you can't run. You can't run. And then what they should have done is they should have went and found the next hope. I ain't say he had to be the next white hope, but the next hope. And then the whole Democratic Party, including Joe Biden, including Kamala Harris, should have put their weight, their influence, their power, and their money in whoever this next person is that they were going to push to the forefront. And they needed to make sure that whoever it was going to be able to beat, whether it was Donald Trump, whether it was Ron DeSantis, whether it was Petey Pablo down there, down in Texas. Any of them people. That's what they should have done. See, this is where I need everybody to get a backbone and to get some kahunas, right? Whoever is the chairman of the DNC should have sat down with Biden 2 years ago and had this conversation. And they should have had that conversation with Kamala. Listen, I like you, girl. You made history. You will forever be in the history books. But you can't win. You can't win. Sorry, not sorry. If Hillary Clinton, who was probably the most qualified person, and that includes Barack Obama, when she ran for president the first time against Barack Obama, Joe Biden, Bernie Sanders, was the most qualified person, not woman, but person in the room. If she can't beat, she couldn't even get out of her own primary. And she was the most qualified person in the room. Kamala Harris don't even have half the resume that that Hillary Clinton walked in the room with. I get it that a lot of people didn't like Hillary Clinton. They thought she was cold. They thought she was this. They thought she was that. But if we're going to talk about who qualified, we're going to talk about who qualified. The second time she ran for president, again, she was even more qualified the second time around. She spent 8 years as damn Secretary of State. And in the country that we live in, I want y'all to wrap your brain around the part that tells you that in this country that we live in, with the history that we have here, they allowed a black man to be president before a white woman. What does that tell you? So no, Kamala, I like you, girl. I like you, girl. But you can't win. Right. They let some damn emails. Now, mind you, they elected a whole man that admitted to grabbing a woman by the hoo-ha. They elected a whole man that admitted to being racist, xenophobic, sexist, all of that. They had no problem electing him. Oh, but a woman with an email server in her house? Oh, no. Fry her. So I understand people who don't like Joe Biden. I get it. But let's be clear. Baby, that is water under the bridge. We are where we are. What we can't do is go on a wish I shoulda, woulda, coulda expedition on this situation. I wish we had a different option too. I told y'all that a year ago. Hell, I told y'all that 2 years ago. I absolutely wish we had a different option, but guess what? We don't. It is either Biden or Cheeto. Now, I will say this, and I need y'all to read between the lines because I'm not going to say it out loud, but I need y'all to understand what I'm saying. If Kamala shut up and sit in the corner, she might make history. Now, y'all just going to have to read between the lines on that one. No, no, no. We are not voting third party. No. Let me ask you a question. What do you hope to accomplish by voting third party? What do you think is going to be accomplished by that? What do you think is going to be accomplished by voting third party? Please tell me. I need to know. Seriously, I need to know. At this point in the game, 4 months before the election, what do you think you are going to get by voting third party? Please tell me. And I'm so serious. I really want to answer. I want to know. I really want to know. Third party is the reason why we got Donald Trump to begin with. Bernie Sanders is part of the reason why we got Donald Trump the first time around. See, don't nobody want to hear that. Don't nobody want to hear that. Because everybody likes Bernie. I like Bernie too. But Bernie Sanders is part of the reason why we had what's that man name? Donald Trump the first time around. What you protesting, Kenya? It's a protest vote for what? What you protesting? You're voting, which means you're participating in the process. So what you protesting? Right, and George Bush. Third parties got us George W. Bush the first time and Donald Trump the first time. That's what third parties get us. Now, let me say this, and here's the part that y'all don't want to hear. Here's the part, tap, tap, tap. Here's the part y'all don't want to hear. I'm about to make somebody mad now. For all the people that's complaining about not having an option outside of Trump and Biden, what did you do? Are you an active member of the Democratic Party? Are you a part of the caucus of your state? When people running for president in the primary, do you participate? Do you endorse a campaign? Do you go to campaign headquarters and help that person? Do you help raise money? Do you do door-to-doors? Do you hand out pamphlets? I mean, you know, I know nowadays they don't do the handout pamphlets thing. I mean, is that what you do? Is that what you do? Or do you just sit around and wait and see what happens and then get mad about who became the nominee? Because at the end of the day, let's be clear, this shit starts 2 years before the election, even, or really 3 years nowadays. So when you see the Juan Castros out here and you know they're gearing up to run for president. Oh, you talking to the people? Oh, okay. Okay, Kenya. Okay, boo. When you see the Gavin Newsoms and the Juan Castros and the hell, even the Cory Bookers of the world, when you see these people that you know are gearing up to run for president, are you out there helping them? Are you helping raise money for them? Because let's be clear, a campaign can't work without no money. Are you showing up at their local headquarters and putting in some work for them? Nowadays, a lot of stuff is done online. You probably don't even have to go into no campaign office. You can probably do a lot of shit from home. I know the last time I worked on the campaign, we were doing more stuff from home than we were at the actual office. So, I mean, I hear what people are saying. And again, I will be the last person to tell any of y'all that Joe Biden is the answer. He absolutely is not. He's not. But anything, and this is how I truly feel, and we can respectfully disagree. I still love y'all and all of that. We can respectfully disagree. But there is no world that I live in where I vote outside of Biden. Because at this point in the game, there are only two options. You said that the young people are protesting against Gaza. That's fine. I don't care about them protesting against Gaza. Go for it. Protest. But take your ass and vote. And don't vote for Trump. That's just how I feel about it. Sorry. So, I mean, that's just how I feel about it. Kay just said, why didn't all the black YouTubers get together and do a voting event? Do you know how many YouTubers there are? That's a very broad statement. I mean, I do feel like maybe, you know, we could put together something and we didn't. We could have. You're right. But I mean, all of the black YouTubers, but I mean, I understand what you're saying. Like, why didn't, you know, people, you know. So yeah, I mean, that's just how I feel about it. Like I said, I mean, everybody do what they do. I can't say nothing. Oh, you live in Maryland? Informed, you live in Maryland? Again, at the end of the day, politics are going to be what politics are. You guys asked me for my opinion, so I give you my opinion. I mean, clearly, we can all respectfully disagree. And when it's time, to get in the voting booth, ain't nobody there, but you there by yourself. Don't nobody know what you did. But all these black YouTubers don't have the views you think they do. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, when you say black YouTubers, there are millions of content creators on YouTube. You know what I mean? So that's a broad statement. I voted for Also Brooks. Okay. All right. El Teddy can drive the people to the polls. Hey, really being tribe so late. I'll rewind later, but I agree it's Biden for me. I can't vote for Trump. I just can't. Sorry. Child, don't be sorry. Hey, grown woman, don't try me. Hey, boo. Jonathan, it's sad because the Dems knew this was an issue a long time ago. What I don't understand is all these young folks that don't know nothing about the government and how it's run. Child, people be out here just being emotional and just be mad. And that's why I said, listen, and I'm not saying that everybody that has the opinion about a third party is not active in their local politics. I'm just throwing the question out there because I think a lot of people want to get to this point and have all of these opinions when this shit started 3 years ago. So that's what I'm saying. Like, honestly, like I said, I got what I expected to get from Trump. And I do think that Biden would do better in the next debate. And I like the way they're handling it. Like, I like the fact that Biden was like, you know what? Wasn't my best performance. But I tell you what, I told the truth. I ain't no damn liar. I ain't no damn liar. I like the statement that Barack Obama made that said, listen, everybody has a bad night. I know, because remember, Barack Obama didn't do so well in his first debate either. Okay? He said, listen, everybody has a bad night. I know from experience. However, don't lose sight. Don't lose sight. Okay? Do they still teach? Hold on. Thank you, Cassandra Ellis. Thank you. Great conversation. Voting is important. It sure is. Thank you, my love. Do they still teach civics in government and school? They do. Actually, in the state of Maryland, it's required to graduate. You have to pass the test, the LSN test to graduate. Now, granted, they have relaxed that requirement since COVID, but yeah. No modern day incumbent does well on their first debate. Yeah. Liberal mainstream media channels need to stop being Chicken Little every time one battle doesn't go well. OMG, disgraceful cowards. Oh, wow. Okay, girl. Hey, D, what's up, boo? Thanks for coming by again last night. Appreciate you, my love. I'm mad at Biden's wife. She should have said, we ain't doing this again. Child, she ain't no Michelle. Because Michelle would have been like, we're not doing this. Michelle would have told him, we ain't doing it. We ain't doing it. He lost his first debate against both Hillary and Romney, went away, owned the loss, regrouped, came back, and beat the brakes off of them both going forward. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. I was disappointed last night. In fact, I have been sick all day, so I'm about to stop watching the media, but I'm still voting Biden. Okay. Did you read your suggestion? Cajun, are you probably trolling me? Hold on. Let me scroll up and see what Cajun asked and said. I know he just said something crazy. Hold on. For the rest of the year, I need you to start all your videos cussing everyone out and telling them to vote. I'm not doing that, but thank you for the suggestion. Yeah, it's required. It's required here in Maryland. And like I said, there's a LSN exam that they have to pass before they can graduate in the state of Maryland. Like I said, they haven't been enforcing it since COVID, but I think next year is going to be the first year since we came back after COVID that it'll be a requirement again. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, boo. So yeah, you guys, it's 248 of you guys in here. If you have not done so already, if you could please hit that like button. If you are new here, go ahead and subscribe, y'all. We are one subscriber away from 17,600 subscribers. One subscriber away, at least when I started. As long as I didn't lose no subscribers, but We were at $17,599. So we moving, child. Y'all know we are a slow moving train. We got 239 likes. Oh, that's good because it's 262 people in the room. Thank y'all for coming in and hitting that like button. Right, I agree with that too, Candace. Another problem is the fact that people won't run against an incumbent. I agree. Because Joe Biden, once he said he was running, it was like nobody else wanted to run against him. And I think that maybe, just maybe, if somebody had ran against him, he would have had to actually fight. And he maybe he wouldn't have gotten the nomination. But I agree. It's 17.6. Woohoo! We hit 17.6, y'all. We have 17,600 subscribers. Thank you. Thank you to anybody that's new here. Thank you to my new subscribers. We are on the road to 20K, honey. We are on the road to 20K. We try to get to 20K by the end of the year. We try to get to 20K by the end of the year, y'all. So we are on the road. All right, y'all, let me get off of here so I can try to get you guys some content tonight. I'm going to watch that show. I'm going to see if I like it. I'll let you guys know. I have the newest episode of Bridgerton to upload. Not the newest, but I mean for me, the next episode, I think episode 4. I'll upload that. I have House on Fire to upload. And what I'm going to do is I will have not new content, but I will have videos uploaded on the sister channel next week. For you guys, there will be some videos uploaded on the sister channel next week. I'm gonna try to I'm going to schedule between now and tomorrow. I'll be scheduling videos to premiere, but it's just going to be old videos that I'm uploading over there. The retro review, so you guys will get some different a different world. You'll get some Real Housewives of New Jersey. So yeah, you'll get some retro stuff over there. But I can't leave that channel dormant for a week. So you guys, please go watch the retro reviews, and we'll pick up with new retro reviews in August. Okay, y'all. Thank y'all for being here. I'm going to get out of here. I will talk to y'all later. Mwah!